Hey guys, 3D Wrecker here, and welcome back to From the Depths. Nita campaign this time. Oh, not a campaign. I lied. So it's not actually the campaign video that I promised. Today we'll actually be having a look at the craft that I've built off camera for the Nita campaign. Starting off smallest to biggest, I guess. So right here we have the new Mark 1B Strike Jet. Or I think it's just a Mark X1 Strike Jet, only with a custom jet engine. I don't think it had a flare, but this one has a flare. And this one also comes with a gun, which should hopefully improve the the hit rate. Comes with a laser rangefinder. I did deco this up so it's a little bit higher up into the plane than what it should be, instead of just floating there. But yeah, in my opinion, this is a good little multi-purpose strike plane. It can dogfight, not particularly well, I will admit, but the gun is more so just to scratch the paint, whereas these missiles here are supposed to do the real damage, and they are pretty good at that. Mark 1B Strike Jet, so that will probably be on the carrier at some stage. Moving on to the Mark 1 Laser Patrol Boat. As you can see, it's got a nice big long laser, and this turret was actually originally going to be wood, but then I'm like, well, I may as well just make it alloy after a bit of testing. So I tested it a little bit and made it alloy. And I forgot to change this apparently. So yeah, I built this thing off the Mark 1E patrol boat, because that's going to be the final phase of the Mark 1 patrol boat. It's the Mark 1E. I can't really think of how to improve it anymore. So, yeah. But, yeah, this one is just basically the little fly swatter. It's just supposed to shoot at planes and kill them, because we've had plenty of issues with planes in the campaign, so we found out. So this is my response to that, and if this does well in the campaign, then I may make a bigger, I don't know, maybe base something off the destroyer. Speaking of which, Mark 1B destroyer, and I must say, I blew myself away when I built this, because this thing looks absolutely gorgeous. This is by far my favourite ship here that I have ever built. And just to compare it to the old Mark 1A destroyer. Oh yeah, and then we got this thing that I'm probably never going to finish. I'll spawn it in anyway. This is the Mark II missile destroyer that was going to replace the Mark 1A before I'm like, you know what, I need to build a better destroyer. So I just got the Mark 1A and built the Mark 1B off that. Anyways, this thing I'm probably never going to finish. For some reason I thought it was a good idea to make an anti-submarine, like ASROC almost, kind of VLS. If you don't know what ASROC is, it's basically a missile with a torpedo attached. The missile flies off, drops on top of a submarine, and then the torpedo takes over and cracks the submarine. But, yeah. I don't think I'll ever finish this. Yeah, back to the Mark 1A destroyer that we all know and love. So we got this this hideous thing. Yeah, that's... yeah. Like, compare the pair, goodness me. You don't need a degree in design to know that the Mark 1B looks so much better than the Mark 1A. So I'm sorry, but Mark 1A, you are no longer being used, I guess. Actually, you may still have a use because you're a lot cheaper. Maybe early game, I'll just make Mark 1As. But Mark 1B is definitely going to be built next episode. And these missiles actually took a long time for me to actually build properly, because I don't know why, I just couldn't get the right angle for the like the launchers here. So yeah, that took a little while to do there. And as a side note, I actually took some inspiration from the old Anzac class frigates that Australia currently operates, my country. Oh, and New Zealand, actually. New Zealand operates them as well. Yeah, I took a little bit of inspiration, but as you can see, they don't really look alike. So, yeah, definitely my favourite ship here, Mark 1B Missile Destroyer. And then we come over here a little bit, and then you will notice that this looks like a heavy cruiser. And you'd be right, it's just a Mark 1C heavy cruiser, a couple of jury-rigged air gaps on the side, and longer missiles, and I think some torpedoes as well. I don't remember if the other heavy cruisers had torpedoes, but this one does have torpedoes and torpedo defense. So this thing is just basically slightly more powerful and arguably much better armor, because this now can stop heat shells and such, albeit with a lackluster degree of efficiency. But yeah, moving on to my most recent addition, the Mark 1 Light Battleship. I got sick of the horrible performance of the other battleship, and it's really expensive and not really that great, let's face it. So I made a cheaper option that is more on par with a heavy cruiser, but a lot better armor, like much better armor. This thing's armor is so good. And by that I mean it's actually like got air gaps, and believe it or not, a Pleek armor is actually really good as an air gap filler, because it's just got so much armor. Like the armor class is like, I think it's actually higher than heavy armor, isn't it? Armor 50. Oops. Oh, maybe not quite as much as heavy armor, but yeah, it's got 1/10 the health and nearly as much armor. So yeah, it's actually really, really good. So this thing's turrets are actually the battle cruiser's main guns, only much bigger actually. And I'm thinking of actually putting these new turrets on the battle cruiser, including these ones here, because these ones are actually they perform way better and look better anyway. So yeah, I may end up putting these new turrets on the battle cruiser, because that's what they're originally off. This thing also does come with torpedoes and torpedo defense, which is good. Double thick keel, if I recall correctly. Yes, double thick keel. And this thing might need some better roll control than just that, but I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. I was originally going to call this a pocket battleship, but because I actually designed this after the Deutschland class cruisers, but yeah, I just decided to class it as a light battleship. So that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed watching me review the craft that will soon be in the campaign and you have flipped over. And I'm really hyped to be putting this new destroyer into action. I loved building this thing. I'm sorry, but the Mark 1A just pales in comparison. You cannot tell me that this thing looks better than the other thing. Look. this thing right here, you cannot tell me that looks better than this right here. This gorgeous masterpiece. I think the guns are about the same, though, or better. So that's 2 seconds. What are you? 2.9. So it is a better gun. Anyway, yeah. I guess we will find out what I do with these in the next Nita episode. Stay tuned for that.